We do. Oh, that's really good. Think about what you would have thought a game with Michigan State would be. Just a maybe not the prettiest game we've played, especially in comparison to our last game here at home against Northwestern. I'm really happy and pleased with our guys. We have literally had the bug, whatever it is, go through us. Our bye hit at the right time. Ty was sick at Purdue. Had 103-degree fever the next day, and then it just kind of went through us with Luke, Draven, Nico, or not Nico, Q. I mean, we had multiple guys with it, so including me. So we didn't do much. We kind of had to get back and compete here for a couple days. We did kind of what we expected them to do, put Manny Sissoko on Ty. I thought Ty was really aggressive in the first half and in a really good place. We've seen that so much. Unless I guess you're 7'5" and named Zach Edey, it hasn't worked very well for the most part. Ty was super efficient. But again, it was a choppy half. I thought we got good shots. I thought we missed some clean ones that we've been making. But we found a way to the paint. We found a way to the foul line. I thought Marcus had a quiet night, and it's 15, 6, and 5. And Luke was very good on the offensive glass. I thought Coleman, Coleman just finds his way, lets the game come to him, and when he does that, he's a hell of a player. But I think the other thing is we knew Hogard, we knew Tyson were going to shoot a lot of balls. I think they shot 36 or 37 balls tonight between them. We didn't foul them. That was a big point of emphasis, trying to keep them off the foul line. For the most part, I thought we guarded them pretty well. We did what we had to do late, which was get stops and rebound. That's how you win kind of a ugly, hard-fought game.
Brett, building off that, you haven't had a lot of close games in these wins so far this season. What did your team show you late in the game? What can you learn from being pushed like that?
Well, other than a couple loose balls that we didn't come up clean with, defensively, I thought we made every shot tough. I thought we gang rebounded. I thought that we got the right guy shooting the basketball. I mean, we wanted to get, Marcus he's a 90% free throw shooter. Put him in a position. We ran a little action to try to get Coleman to pick and pop off a, kind of a step-up ball screen. They actually guarded it, but Marcus did a great job of getting downhill against Malik and getting a foul call. So it's patience. There was no panic, and we just got the ball to the right guys in the right spots.
Brett, you guys have, I think people on the outside would be surprised at how good you've been offensively when you don't have an All-American guard. But what has it been about this team that allows them to be so good offensively even without a Terrence Shannon?
There's a lot of factors in that. And obviously, we were making the push towards booty ball, for lack of a better term, with Ty and Marcus, early. But I think, everybody's finally started to see that Coleman's a really good shooter. Luke, we're starting to see the maturity and growth of Justin Harmon playing at this level. I thought defensively tonight, by the way, he was spectacular. But I think it's just the connectivity, playing in space, and we've been able to create a lot of space. So, it's we're maybe not as efficient in transition and effective. It becomes a little more grinded out, but we're kind of built for that as well.
Brad, what do you think's different about Coleman as a shooter? You mentioned he maybe doesn't care as much now about the makes and misses or puts too much of that in his thought process. What have you seen with him?
Is that what he said? He didn't care? God, thank the Lord. You guys have heard me for years comment about his shooting. I think Coleman is one of the best. Coleman might be the best catch and shoot guy on our team. And that's no offense to Luke Goody or anybody else. When he shoots it, I think it goes in. And I don't know what more as a coach that I could do over the years than to keep pleading with him to shoot it. I think it's every player's dream to have a coach that tells you to shoot it, and maybe that was with him. But I think he's the best five-man pick and pop guy in college basketball because of his ability to shoot it, and he does have the ability to make some hard shots. Sometimes I don't like those, but he is a very, very efficient shooter.
Brad, as Ty continues to get guarded this way, is there a big mental hurdle for him in that regard of a player can maybe say, why aren't they guarding me? Like, this is weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you see it the first time, or maybe a second, but after a while, and it's our job as coaches to help eliminate that. But tonight, I mean, he was a monster. And again, people forget Ty's 6'6", with a 6'11" wingspan, and he's really athletic. And he does a great job instinctively of cutting. But when he's got the ball, other than the first play of the second half, which was a really bad call on my part, but he's efficient in there. He just takes up space, and he's done it against everybody. I mean, when Kansas did it in the exhibition, when it's been done also in the Marquette game, it hasn't bothered us, and so I'm pleased. We'll take on all takers as long as you're not 7'5".
Physical game and probably contested game, and you only played 7 guys. Is this one of the better conditioned teams that you've had, and is that sustainable, you think?
No, we have the absolute best, the best strength and conditioning coach and trainer in the country. And Paul Schmidt is up here all hours of the day. Adam Fletcher, the job he's doing, and then when you put our facility, when I came in this morning, and there's 5 hyperbaric oxygen chambers all being used, and guys taking naps and sleeping, and they've eaten breakfast, and the recovery that they're doing is remarkable, and it is helping. It is helping, and I don't see a drop. And Coleman's unique for a 5-man because Coleman can run all day. He never gets tired, and he's the 6'10", 6'11" version of Trent Frazier in that area. But Marcus works so hard. I've said it many times already. I think he's the best conditioned athlete I've coached, just in terms of how strong he is, and he doesn't fatigue. But it's we'll monitor and practice. But the job our people do, man, hats off, because they're absolutely phenomenal.
So, Brad, there's obviously been a lot of talk about Quincy and how he's been stepping up and hitting the jump shots. Can you talk about the strides that he's been making defensively and how that's helping out the team?
Yeah, it's funny because when Coach Boeheim was here tonight doing radio, and when I told him that he's becoming an elite defender, he laughed. He is an elite defender. He can guard multiple positions. We thought we had a great matchup tonight with him and Malik. Just in terms of physicality, both of them are older guys. Both of them are physically very strong. He's a 10 rebound a game guy. Every night we expect that. And, the bonus is that he makes shots and can drive it. And so we need him defensively, and we feel extremely comfortable when we 5-way switch or whatever we do. We 4-way as our base, and just feel great with him being able to guard multiple guys.
Brett, Coleman said that guys didn't change their roles, like they just had stayed the same. the last couple of weeks. Was that your message to them? What's been your message to them about their roles?
We're really good. We're really good. And it's just really, it's okay, we found a way to play that works for us. And let's just get really good at it. And we got guys that fit those roles in terms of our ability to space and shoot it. And we've shown, I think going into tonight, we were 6th in KenPom in OER, and I think we just keep grinding there. And I think Jeff and Tyler have done a great job keeping us creative on that side as well. So, guys just fit in, and Coleman's the big key, because Coleman's a pick and pop 5 that everybody has to figure out what to do with.
Brad, to build on that, what's that? I know you talked about the connectedness a lot, so maybe beyond that, what is that maturity to not try to go outside of who they are, tell you about this team and maybe kind of where they're at right now?
Right now, I think we're a really good basketball team, and I still think we have. I still believe in what those 3 freshmen can bring to us. And I know Nico's been out, but just his addition in practice, seeing him move. Amani was turning the corner. He's another pick and pop guy who can really shoot it, and he gives us tenacity. He's 250 pounds and can rebound like crazy. And then, Draven is a guy that just keeps getting better and better every day. So I know our ceiling's really high, but I love what we're doing.
Brad, Coleman had 4 blocks, 2 steals, switched on to a bunch of different people. How dialed in is he at that end right now?
It's pretty special. It's pretty good when you go to your 5-way switching plan and they're running their 5-man up, set a ball screen, and you're switching your 5-man onto the best guard in the league, and he's having success. And very, very few teams have that luxury. But what makes Coleman great isn't his foot speed or his vertical jump and any of that. It's his instinct, his ability to anticipate. His IQ is smart. He sees things a second before everybody else does, and that's pretty special.
I think Luke's first 3 rebounds were all offensive rebounds, and he had a couple putbacks there too.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys asking him about it yesterday and media. I mean, it's maybe you guys will do that more often, and maybe he'll continue to rebound basketball and not play 36 minutes now, not like he did at Purdue.
I guess just to him to maybe accept the challenge that you gave him, I think, over the last 6 days, to put it politely, just what does that make sense about kind of his approach?
He cares. Luke's about winning. And we got a locker room that enjoys winning, and Luke will be the first to tell you that I got to rebound better. I mean, he was mad at himself. He wants to win. That's who Luke Goody is. He is a winner with a capital W. And sure, I'm going to be that guy that's going to edge that along and make that more of a focal point, not just for him but for everybody else. So, but Luke's a stud. He's a winner.
It seemed like the game was kind of won at the free throw line. To what would you attribute the free throw differential? Is it just an indication of who the aggressor was in the game?
Well, I mean, I think it's what we do every possession. I think we try to drive the ball every trip down the court. I haven't watched the film, but I thought we were doing a pretty good job of initiating contact, getting the ball there, and again, that's to our advantage when you get, especially with Marcus, and Ty's been shooting at a really high clip, and get multiple guys to the foul line and can shoot it. It's a strength of ours.
You mentioned Nico was back at practice and Amani back spasms. Can you kind of give an update on their statuses?
I have not talked to the doctors. Nico was in with them when I came up earlier tonight, right after the game. I hope we're moving in that direction with him. I think everything's a progress, a step. But his practices have been effective. And obviously with the foot, we don't want to bring him back out of shape, and we don't want to bring him back where he can re-injure it. Amani said today was the best he's felt. He's just had some unfortunate spasms, so he's wearing a brace and he's been rehabbing, and so I don't know on him. I'll say day to day, but we're optimistic that both get themselves back here sooner or later.
Thank you.
I'll confirm Saturday's time.